Oh dear, I think we have a problem here. My 3D printed, it's a glider actually. I think we can safely say that didn't work. Yes, I don't think that one's going to fly, is it? So I think we'll re-slice that with a raft to support it. Well, that was interesting. Well, that turned out a bit better. That's because I added a raft underneath to hold it on the table or on the bed. So, we'll get some business cards and see if we can make it work. Hi guys. We have another one of Jeff Kerr's 3D printed designs, or LoboCNC as he is on Thingiverse. Obviously not a Stomp Rocket this time. That was the failed version. I tried printing it without a raft and it obviously fell over when it was being printed and ended up as a nice bundle of filament. So reprinted it, but with a raft at the bottom this time. So that's what it should have looked like the first time through. This is the fuselage, and this is the launcher, which we should be able to trim off like that. I'll trim those up in a minute with a knife if I can reach one. There we go. It does feel a little bit flexible across there because it's been printed that way up, so the layers are crossways, so it hasn't got a lot of strength in that direction. And I looked at it just now and realised we do have another little problem. Obviously his business cards are a different size to my business cards, because my business cards don't fit in there. They're too big. They're about almost 1/4 inch, certainly about 5 millimeters too long, too wide. So I'm going to have to cut some of my business cards down. What I might do is use up the old ones that I keep in my wallet, because they're getting a bit rough. Obviously we've got a fold one in the middle there, so it goes in there. Yeah, I will cut some a bit smaller. Let's have a look in my wallet. Yeah, they're a bit rough around the edges, these ones. So I'll put the fresh ones in my wallet. These are getting a bit old now. I think they're, well, they are several years old. Mike Flight, Jag Betty, Spiz. Yeah. Well, let's find the roughest looking one first. Trim a bit off. Let's see how well that fits. He's got, there's little bits in there that, yeah, need to trim them out. I'm going to cut my hand though, let's be careful about this. It goes in at an angle like that. So let's try that again. That bit's still in the way. It's just tiny little support layer pieces. That's what I'm calling it anyway. Nearly. It's not quite there. Always cut away from yourself. Unless you're on YouTube, then people like to see the blood. They can all then tell you how you did it wrong and you should have known better. I would think my business card is a bit too big that way as well. Probably get the balance all wrong. Right, I've got them in. I reckon I probably ought to have trimmed the ends off a bit as well. But we'll leave it like that for now. So that's our glider. Feels a bit tail heavy to me. One way to find out, isn't there? We'll try throwing it indoors. It's obviously designed. Rubber band through there. And launch it like that. Although I would think that's going to be a weak point just there as well. Just trim those little bits off. Yeah, I would think too strong a rubber band there and that's going to snap quite quickly. Anyway, we will throw that in the kitchen and see how it goes. Yes, definitely tail heavy. First thing I'll do before I think about trying to add weight at the front is I'm going to trim the tail there quite severely, triangular shape. If you were catapult launching this outside, then obviously it could go around and do a loop, which you'd be quite happy doing if it's a little bit tail heavy. Oh, that was better. That was just adjusting the trim a bit. Right, I overcorrected there, and as expected, we've lost the tail. Obviously I can super glue that, but that's a real weak point there, having the layers going across ways. I wonder if it'd be possible to print it laying flat with a few support layers to... It'd be messy laying flat, but at least it'd mean you have the grain going the right way. No, I can't do that because you need the slot in there. That is a problem. Maybe a separate fuselage printed the other way and glued in place. I'll glue that back on anyway for now. I've glued it back on again, super glue. I probably haven't waited long enough, but I'm impatient. We'll give it another try. No, that wasn't long enough. We'll try again. I've used Kicker to make the super glue dry quicker because I'm impatient. You might notice I've rounded off the wing tips a little bit. So we'll try again. Well, that didn't work either. If I was redesigning it myself, I know it wouldn't be in keeping with the way that he was 3D printing everything, but I'd use little carbon fibre spar for the body up the middle there. Just have a tube there and a tube there and a short length of carbon fibre, sort of 2mm or less than that, probably 1mm carbon fibre spar, and that would give us the fuselage without the weakness of the PLA. Because the weakness, I think I've already said this, is it was printed actually the other way up to what I'm showing you. It's printed that way up, which means all the layers are going crossways, which is the weak point every time when you do that. So that's just a weak point waiting to break. But the rest of it, yeah, fun. I might look, see if I've got a bit of carbon fibre spar that we can stick up there. Maybe I might even redesign it a bit, just so I can put a tube there. It doesn't even need to be a tube, we just cut it off flat and glue it. Think about that. Might be another video. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.